All right, here we are. Welcome to our weekly Tuesday Toolbox training. We are super excited this week to be talking about bundling and how it can affect your business positively. And we have our beautiful Julie here tonight, our lead consultant Julie, and our amazing consultant lead consultant Miguel, and we are happy to hear from you both. They're both very good at what they do, so super excited when they said yes to the challenge of coming to chat with us tonight about how they bundle, what works for them from start to finish. So I can't wait. I don't want to take any more time so that we can hurry up, jump in and jump out. For those of you who may have teamies or want to that can't watch, or maybe want to rewatch later, this will be uploaded either later tonight or tomorrow morning so that you guys can have a replay and share with your friends and teamies and stuff like that. Okay, so tonight we're going to start off with lead consultant Julie, and your last name is Reagzzi. Is that how you say it?
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
You said.
Okay, lead consultant Julie Reagzzi, start off and tell us a little bit about yourself and then go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to spotlight you now and the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. So like she said, my name is Julie Reagzzi. Everyone likes to butcher our last name, so we've heard it so many times. My husband's heard it all his life, so it's nice when someone says it correctly, so thanks for that. I am a mother of 4, and I love Scentsy. I started off with Scentsy as a customer. It happened to start off with the first ever warmer that I received was from my daughter, and that was the Villains warmer, which is the purple one with the 3 evil queens. That's what I call them. They're all queens in their own right. So that one started off with that, and then a few years later, I saw the R2D2 one with a good friend of my husband's, Jackie, who's my what do you call them? Well, the one person above me. Anyways,
your sponsor.
My sponsor. There you go. There's that word. Couldn't think of the word. So started off with that, got the R2D2, then started talking to her a little bit more about it. She had just started herself, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's time for me to do something else. I joined right before COVID hit, before the shutdowns. So that was like, okay, what am I going to do? Because before that, I have been a caregiver for patients with Alzheimer's. So my kids all of a sudden couldn't go to school. The shutdown happened. And between me and my husband, we were thinking, oh, they could stay home. You know, we had our oldest, she could take care of them. But our youngest, who is my she that internet was down, so I had to stay home. So long story short, I decided I'm going to join Scentsy. This is going to help me keep my extra mad money to pay for my coffee habit, you know, and my shopping habit. Start off with doing that and doing the training, and then I found out about bundles and saving, you know, the bundle and save, you know, package, and I was like, wait, I never bothered to go into that tab. So I did that tab, and ever since then I've been hooked, and it helps with my business big time, because the way I do the bundle and save is every month I open a party, and with that party, the rewards that you get, the half offs, or even the product credit, I use that towards my bundling and saving. So by doing that, I'm getting more for my money. I'm saving money as well. And half the time I'm not even spending my own money because I'm using the rewards, the product credit. And the half offs, I use that for my customers, my VIP page, like the ones that I do the monthly like top contributors on there, and I reward them with a half off, you know, but I don't let them know that that's what their price is going to be, because I want them to keep on going, you know, keep on posting, you know, likes or questions. And then I also do like surveys sometimes on my VIP page, asking them, you know, what they want to see most of, like, or I send them a wish list, you know, a Google Docs sign paper where I let them, you know, tell me what is it that they're most interested in with Scentsy. And then I also The other way that I also make sure that I'm able to do the bundle and save with them is I let them know I'm going to put in a bulk order. And that's another way to do that. That also helps me. That also makes my business grow. Because I'm also paying attention to what they like the scents that they like, or the product that they like. So I take note of that, and then I check out the bundle and save and see, okay, where can I help them save money? How can I promote this for them? So I do a lot of research on that end. I pay attention to what they like or what they're interested in. If we get new products that are coming out, I feature that product. I feature that scent that comes out in that product, especially with the whiff boxes. Those are my go-to, the whiff boxes and the flowers, the Scentsy flowers. I get so many orders for the Scentsy flowers that I'm able to tell my customer, hey, guess what? We offer this in a bundle. You could get 3 for $45. I'm based in California, so it's a little bit different if you're from somewhere else. But I help them with that. I tell them, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and do this? And then not only that, with that bundle, I see how much they buy each month, and then I get them to subscribe. I push the subscriptions towards them. Sometimes they take, sometimes they don't. But I never let that, be a negative. I always think of it as a positive, like, okay, today might be no, but tomorrow might be a yes, or next month might be a yes. So with the bundle and save, especially nowadays, you have a lot of people that say that, oh, I don't have the money right now. Oh, I can't do it this month. So I tell them, you know what, we have that bundle and save column, that link. You could go check it out. I go, you want this warmer in particular? You could get this warmer, plus you get your bars. So, I push that. I tell them, okay, yeah, this warmer that you like in particular, it's in this package here. And then you get 3 bars, or you could get 6 bars, depends on which one they want to do. So I just keep on promoting that, sending them personal messages. Always send a personal text. If you don't have their cell phone number, but you have them on Facebook, send them a personal message. Not, come from your heart, like what you would, talk to them like you would talk to them if they were a friend, or if it's a relative, talk to them like you would talk to a normal person. Don't treat them as a customer. Don't talk to them like, what's the word? Don't be a robot, in other words, because trust me, they don't like that. I had a job before where I worked in customer service, and basically, they could tell when you're reading a script. So don't text like you're writing a script. There's a lot of helpful hints, ways to text people. Even if you need the help, anyone could give you that help. Your sponsor could give you that help, a team lead could give you that help, but put a spin onto what they send you, because that might work for their customer, but it might not work for yours. So you have to, talk to them like they're your friend, and because ultimately, you want them to be your friend, and you want them to become a teammate in the future. What you want to do. A good example, this weekend, I had a vendor event. If you guys do vendor events, that is your best way to talk about Scentsy to other vendors, because some of those vendors are there selling personal items, like handcraft items. They might not be with a direct sales company, but they see what you're doing. They see how you're working it. I had a lady next to me that was like, I'm looking for something new to do in January. She goes, I can't do it right now, but can you tell me more about Scentsy? And I just started talking about it, talking about when I started, how I started, doing all that. I got her to not only buy a warmer there, but I got her to do the bundle and save with the wax bars. At the vendor events, I offer the same deal that we have online. So I do the bundles, buy 6, buy 5, get 1 free. That saves, because as soon as you tell that person you buy 5 bars, you get 1 free, that word free is like something that just stands out. Everybody loves to get stuff for free. So I told her, yeah, so she bought that, and not did it, I get a new customer, but I also she hosts events in Burbank. So I signed up for that one. So I have a vendor event that I'm going to start in the new year. And she's thinking of joining. So how awesome is that? So that's what I like to be able to point out. Another thing, when you do the bundle and save, shop at the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree store. Or if you're like me in my area, we have Daiso, which is a Japanese sort of dollar store. They have little trinkets that you can use. They have the baggies that you could get, that you could use to put in your stuff. They have confetti. They have a lot of cute little envelopes and stuff that you could use when you do your bundles. With me, I get a lot of their baggies, their clear baggies. I'll just show you real fast. Sorry. So they have these baggies that you could get. They're clear bags, and I put, they have different sizes. They're all like $1.50 or sometimes less, depends on how many's in there. You can get anywhere from 10 to 25. In a package, sometimes you get 75. But I use those, and I put the bars in those. I make my own like bundle. Like I'll put like 2 fruit, 2 floral, or one of each, different family pack, and then I'll sell it like that. Surprise bundles. Do the buy 5 get 1 free. And that works, especially if you have it on hand. If you don't have it on hand, if you don't have anything on hand, promote the bundle and save section on our website. Just promote excuse my language, just promote the shit out of it, because you could put it on there. You could say, look what I got. This is what I got from the bundle and save, especially with the cleaning products. I love counter clean. I love the dish soap. So I promote that one a lot. Like for $25, you could get the dish soap, you could get the counter clean, you could get the bathroom clean. You promote that, and it sells, because you're telling them you're going to get this for $25 compared to this price. So you got to show people what the difference is, because they like that. They like it when you can point it out. Don't worry about getting a no response, or don't worry about your post isn't getting looked at. As long as you're doing the work, as long as you're working your business, you're going to be successful. But you have to work it, and you have to want it, and use personal images of you using the products. That's a number one. I happen to use my daughter in a lot of my lives. I have her come and help me with the unboxing, especially when it comes to the bundles, or as you can see, those are all hers. Those are all hers. They're just displayed, all her buddies. We do a lot of that, but all I can tell you is do the training, listen to the training, the bundle and save, use your rewards. If you have a party, use your part of credit, because you could get so much for that. Promote it. If you're going to do the surprise hostess, where you give it to somebody else, let them know about the bundle and save option that they could do, that they could get more for that half off. They could get more for that product credit that you're trying, that they've earned. Or even the I think I want to say 500, you get the 3 half offs, but tell them, why don't we bundle and save it? You could get the warmer, plus you get 2 warmers, and you could get 6 bars, at half off of the price. Just promote it as much as you can. And if you need help, reach out to your sponsors, or reach out to anyone else on the team and squad goals. If you put it on there like, hey, I need help, people will help you. Sign up for any training that's offered. I advise you that. Also, the main thing I want to point out is give yourself a budget of how much of your own money that you're willing to put out. I don't advise you to use money that you don't have, so that way you could have inventory. You don't need inventory to sell Scentsy. It's it's what you can do. That's how I advise. That's why when I do my parties, the rewards, I use that, the product rewards or the half offs. And I put it to where I know, okay, this is my budget for this month. This is what I can do. And make sure you save your receipts on anything you buy for your business that you use to promote your stuff or to do packaging. Save your receipts, because come tax season, you can write that off and get your money written back off of that. Also, your gas receipts. If you travel to drop off, because I do a lot of dropping off for my customers, because I have a lot of local customers. So I do a lot of drop off. Save your gas receipts. Even if you don't fill up your gas tank, still like calculate how far you went and save that. So that way you have that come tax season. Other things too to consider is know what your demographic is. Know who you're trying to sell to. If it's a family member, you know, oh, they love cleaning products, I'm going to do this. Or if it's a family member that loves, you know, the diffusers and so go towards the pots. Or some, you know, if they like the warmers or they're doing gifts, you know, I have an order that I'm not doing until January. For the flowers. My mom loves the Scentsy flowers. She uses those for her clients. She gives them as thank yous. She's going to be doing it as a thank you for my cousin's. She's a cousin. Sorry, my aunt is younger than me, so her daughter is having her quinceañera, and that's what they're giving away for the gifts. Is they're going to do the flowers. So they're trying to figure out how many they're going to actually, you know, purchase to do that. You know, how many are going to actually be doing that, because they're doing two different favors, but that's one of the favors that they're going to do is the flowers. So of course I promoted it as, Mom, let's do the bundle and save, you know, let's figure out how many you're going to need. So that's the other thing, you know, you got to figure out who your demographic is. But you know, there's different ways to do it. My husband is a real estate agent, so with his, I'm able to do the warmers as a bundle and save for his clients for closing gifts. We give them a warmer and a couple of scents, you know, and I usually, with those, we stay safe. We do the scents that are always in the catalog. So each season. So that way they know that, okay, I could still get it. It's not something that's off season, but I also let them know there's other scents out there, but these ones will always be between both seasons. So you just have to know who you're selling to and how to do it, you know. But if you need the help, you know, it's perfect. But that's about it, Rihanna. I'll send it back to you. Here.
I was trying to make sure everybody is muted. Okay. That was really good. Julie, I like how you mentioned about knowing your demographic, because honestly, my demographic may be different than yours and vice versa. Like I know for a fact, by example, my demographic is very much different than Wendy's demographic. So when I'm using examples of what we see, you may try something that Miguel tries and it may work for him because it's his demographic. But if it's not your demographic, then you might be like, oh, that doesn't work. He just got lucky. No, that was just his demographic, and vice versa. So I love how you point that out, because if you're doing $40, $50, $60 bundles or gift sets and your demographic is normally about 25, you're going to struggle a little bit. So you may want to know the temperature of your clientele, which is awesome. And that's okay if your clientele is at 25. That's okay if your clientele is at 50 or somewhere in between. But just knowing that will help you have success with your bundles. And I love that you pointed that out. And then also that you said to stay within your budget and don't try to, again, mimic what you see. Yes, get inspiration, but you don't have to break your budget to where you're not even making money and it doesn't make sense, right? So is there anybody that has any questions for Julie before we move on to our next speaker? And they love the flower idea for the quince, Julie. They're saying that was your favorite part that was their favorite part from the fragrance flowers for the quince. Are you going to individually wrap those? How are you going to do those? Do you know yet?
We're individually wrapping them.
Hold
So
on. Go ahead and talk. Somebody's at my door, but go ahead.
okay. So with those, we're individually wrapping them for the women. So we're trying to figure out how many women are actually going to be there, because for the men, they're doing little bottles of alcohol for the men. But for the women, we're going to individually wrap them. We're debating between using the organza bags or doing it in cellophane bags, but we're also putting markers in there. I don't know. Let me show you guys what the markers look like, because I've been working on those. So these are markers that I got from the 99-cent store. Okay. So there are these, we put them in these little cellophane bags, and this little paper right here is what I stuck on them. Doing these each day. So it just depends on how many we want to put in there. My mom told me to put 3, so we're doing 3, and we're doing it different colors, you know, whatever colors and it comes with the marker. And so basically what it says on the little paper, it says Scentsy Fragrance Flower. Use the markers to color your flower to make it your own unique style, or just keep it the way it is. Enjoy. And then we're gonna, of course, we're gonna put, you know, thank you for coming to the quinceañera underneath. So we use the markers, you know, yeah, you could use Sharpies too. But since we're doing it on a budget, we're doing 99-cent store markers, and they work. And I can show you how they look. This is one of them. You know, this is a 99-cent store marker, you know, that I've used, and that's the way it looks. You know, we also have this one, you know, and we're doing nothing but, my mom likes the dahlia. She doesn't really care for buttercup flowers, so we're doing all dahlias. So that's the other thing. But yeah, as you can tell, see, I even have the Sharpies that they sell from the 99-cent store. So it just depends on like what kind of budget you're on. But also another thing too with these, with the markers, I give them to customers that purchase the flower, even if they don't come through me, but they go through my website, and I see that, oh, they got a flower, I send this out to them. So that way they could do the coloring, because I also stress out, it comes in plain white. Please know that, you know, and that way they're like, hey, it didn't come with any colors or markers. And it's like, oh, no, that's separate, you know. So I always send that out to them. Say, hey, I noticed that you bought, you know, such and such. Here you go. This is to make it your own unique flower. And that's about it. Any other questions?
I love that, Julie. It's like a personal touch. So
yeah, it themselves, you know. And a lot of the other thing, you know, I'm trying to probably host next month or in February is a coloring contest against my VIPs. You know, have them promote the flower and have them purchase them. You know, do a contest.
I love that. And how I might have missed it when I was at the door. Is there a way that you are bringing those people back to you? Are you including your information anywhere on that flower?
So all of my information is going to be on that. I have these little stickers that I am having made. I'll show you. They're similar to this, but a little bit smaller to go on the box, and I'm putting them on the bottom. So they're basically just says, you know, to click on to scan that link, the QR code. And so that way they can order it, and it will have all my information on there for them. So that way it brings them back, you know. And it's same thing with a lot of the orders that I get on the workstation. If it's not someone I know, it's a new customer, they happen to order it under my name, I send them out my information. Like I do a handwritten thank you card. That's another thing I want to point out. If you guys have customers that are new, or even family, go get thank you cards. You could get these guys at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, you know, anywhere. A handwritten thank you card goes a long way, because then they know that you actually appreciate them being your customer. You could do that for all your orders. I do some certain holidays where I send out cards, especially Christmas. I send out Christmas cards to all my customers, even those who didn't buy but are on my list. You know, I still send out to them. Even in the VIP group, I still send out a Christmas card. Holiday cards, you can get those at Dollar Tree. They have them 2 for $1. Make sure you look at the 2 for $1 section, not the one $1. You know, you could get those for them and send them out. You know, that's one stamp right there. Sometimes I send the scent circles, and with the scent circles, that's an easy grab to get them in. And it's so easy to do those ones for the bundle and save. You could do all one scent, or you could do the different scents, but do scents that you like, but that smell good, because you want to be able to promote that scent and talk about it. You don't want to be like blindsided, like, oh, you sent me this, how do you like the scent? Oh, I didn't like the scent. You don't want to send a scent that to you might, be too strong. Don't send them scents that you don't like. Send them scents that you like, because you might like it, they might not, but that's going to give them an idea of like what's out there. So I like to do that with the cards, and that usually takes 2 stamps, so I usually send out with the card, but on the scent circle, I also put my information. I put a little sticker on there saying, if you want more, please scan here or reach out to me. So you could do that as well.
Thank you, Julie. That was great. If you guys have any more questions for Julie while we get going, just put them in the chat and then we'll revisit them. But we are going to move on to our most favorite picture taker, product stager, sharer ever, our lead consultant, Miguel Macias. He's going to share with us on how he creates his bundles from start to finish and how he puts things together in themes. He's very creative, so I cannot wait to hear from him, and we are going to spotlight.
Is that crock pot clean like I told you to?
Hold on, let me.
Are you sure?
Not muted. Hold on, guys. Somebody's not muted and it's coming up. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and spotlight Miguel. Oh, I don't want to be on with you. You be on by yourself. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get you going, Miguel. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know a little bit about yourself, and then the floor is yours.
Thank you. So my name is Miguel. If you guys don't know who I am, I am actually from California. I'm from California. I lived in Indiana for 9 years. And then from Indiana, I moved to Arizona. So in Arizona, here it's going to be 7.5 years already. Time just flies by. So I am a lead consultant. I just started my team, starting to grow. I've been with Scentsy for the past 2.5 years. I started in May of 2020. Actually, my sister used to be a consultant. She's the one that got me in. I already knew about Scentsy when I was in Indiana, but I remember purchasing a warmer, and then for some reason, the light bulb went out, and I just couldn't find a light bulb, and I did not know that you had to purchase one through Scentsy. So what happened was I was looking for a light bulb and I could not find it anywhere. And, I would buy one and it didn't fit or it didn't work. So I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I think I ended up throwing the warmer because I was like, okay, what am I going to do with this warmer? It doesn't work. And now I actually regret it because I'm like, I could have, I bought that warmer at least, it has to be at least over 10 years. So I did use the product. I did know about the product. And then my sister joined Scentsy through Rihanna. And then she actually reached out to me and she's like, hey, do you want to join Scentsy? And at the time I was like, you know what? No, because I just moved to Arizona. I don't know anyone, I'm not going to sell anything, just the usual as, when you tell someone if they want to join and they say no, because, I don't know how to sell. So I'm like, you know what? She asked me the first time and I said no. And then she's like, okay, that's fine. And then she reached out to me again. And then they had this promotion that to join for $20. At the time was 20. So she's like, you know what? I'm just going to sign you up. Because she's like, you are so good at selling. Because I used to sell other products before. And she's like, you're good at people. You always, talk to people. You're always good at that. And I'm like, okay, I was like, okay, whatever. So then I was like, who am I going to sell it to? Like, I don't know, no one, only, my partner's friends and people at work. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I got my kit. I remember getting my kit. I only got like the testers, the catalogs, and the mini warmer. So what I did, I started just taking pictures and I started posting it on Facebook, Instagram, and people that know about it, they would actually reach out to me and say, hey, I didn't know you sell that. So people that knows the product and loves it, they're always going to reach out to you and ask, what do you have to offer? Do you have this? Do you have that? So people that know about it, they're going to reach out to you. And that's how I just started. I just started posting pictures, telling people at work. There was quite a few people that knew about Scentsy. I remember taking my testers, and I was thinking like, people are not going to buy anything. It's like they're just gonna smell it and that's it. But no, I was like actually surprised. Like I was like, well, yeah, I got so many orders right away. I was surprised, because I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna sell anything. I'm just gonna try it out and see what happens. But then I started, I didn't know that Scentsy had so many products at that time. I think it was just the wax and warmers when I was, buying. And now they have so much stuff, and even people knew about Scentsy and didn't even know that we have cleaning products, laundry products. I had a coworker that she started new with me, and I told her, yes, I sell Scentsy. And then she's like, okay, let me see, and I gave her a catalog and samples. For me, I actually like to give samples for the laundry products. That's something big that I do for the customers or for people that wants to join in. I have actually, and then so I gave her some samples, and then the next day she's like, oh my God, I want it. Like, I need this, I need it. And she actually ordered laundry products from me. And every time that they usually place an order, they tell me what they want and I get it. I always try to, do something extra for the customer. I'm not the one that's just gonna give them the product in a simple bag, like, here, thank you. No, I always like to make a nice basket, put extra stuff on it. And that lady, she's like, oh my God, you always do so amazing. I always love your stuff. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And so yeah, she loves the laundry products. She actually joined Scentsy Club. She did add some, she's always changing it. Also another another item that I like to promote is our whiff box. And to be honest, I only promote it when I think it's a good box. I know every month it's not the same, but I think you have to be honest with your customers, because if they see that you like it, they're gonna want it. So when was it? I think it was in June when I first promoted the whiff box, because I always get it every month, but I would never go online or show it. So that day, I remember it was literally like the last day. I think it was the June box, and that box was like almost double what it's worth. So I remember I got out of work and I was like, okay, I need to do something because I need to get my PRV, because at that time it was like the lowest ever that I had ever been. And I'm like, no, I need to do something. I'm like, I need to do something. So what I did, I got home that day. I remember having the whiff box, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live. I'm just gonna go live. I went live on my Facebook, live on my Instagram, and I'm not kidding you. I went live like around 3 o'clock. By 10 or 11 at midnight, people were messaging me like nonstop. Like, I want it, I want it, I want it. I sold, I think that night, it was literally the last day. I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna sell anything. I'm just gonna do it. You never know what happens. So that day, that night, I think I sold like almost 20 whiff boxes. And so my PRV, I think that day was at 500. By the end of the night, was almost at 1,000 PRV. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy, because it never happens to me. I do see like other people like promote it and, oh my God, I got so many whiff boxes and orders and this and that. Even my sister, because I would people would order it and I would post it like, oh, thank you for ordering. Even my younger sister will she even called me and she's like, what's going on with that box? I'm like, and I told her, well, it's an amazing box. Like, I mean, this is like the first time that it's been like over like double. And then I started talking about it, going live, and I talk about how you can get it for half price. Well, basically for half price if you join Sensi. So I had another customer that actually joined Sensi just because of that reason. Because I was talking about it, and at first I was like, oh, people are just gonna, when I do live videos or just show anything, I think people don't even watch my videos, to be honest. So she was a customer of mine, and also she just for me talking about it and explaining how you can get it at half price, or even just getting it at a 10% discount. So she didn't even message me and told me like, oh, I signed up. Like the next day, I was checking my emails, and I noticed that I got that notification that, hey, one of your customers just signed up for Sensi Club. And I was like, oh my God, who is it? And I always like to go in and see what they order or, what it is. And yeah, then she reached out to me and she's like, oh my God, I love the With Box. Thank you for the information. That's the reason why I signed up. So, and then when I had sent her, the first time I sent her some samples, she was like, she actually reached out, and I also sent laundry products samples. She actually messaged me and she's like, oh my God, it smells so amazing. I need it. And she's like, to be honest, she's like, you're the first person that sells Sensi that is very like, that sends like very detailed in everything that you do. I'm like, oh, thank you. So then I think that's how I keep my customers happy, because I always, I always try to do extra stuff for them, even if they just order any little thing. Like, it could be a 6-pack, and I still put it like in a nice bag and everything. I have people at work, they're like, oh my God, you always go on and beyond. I'm like, well, I love doing this. I don't mind doing it. I love it. So also, some of the stuff that I did last year that actually worked for me, especially in this time for Christmas, I did some bundles. And just to let you guys know, I did all the stuff that I have that I'm going to show you guys is stuff that I had from last year. So basically, I already had it since last year. And then, like Julie said, I get my host rewards, my half price. So I actually try to do a party every month and try to keep it as long as possible. So sometimes I do reach like quite a few amount, like $200 of free stuff or $300. It just depends. So that's gonna help me get bundles, and I always think ahead. Like, okay, so I was thinking like 2-3 months ago, I was like, okay, I need to start focusing on what am I gonna do for Christmas. So that's how I started doing the bundles. And most of the stuff that I get, I love Target. So you're gonna see me all the time at Target. So I'm always at Target at the dollar store, at the dollar section. So every time that I go and see the dollar section and see what they have, I always think, okay, how can I make this into a Sensi theme? How can I use this to sell it, or just to present it to one of my customers? I love Target, so you're gonna see me all the time. I could be at Target all day, but no, it could be dangerous too. But yeah, so all of the stuff that I'm gonna show you guys, I don't know if some of you guys maybe saw that I bought this last year. So this is what I got last year. It's just a clear box. It's a plastic clear box, and the ribbon and this little thing I got at the Dollar Tree. So what I put in, I used the same ones from last year because these were extras, because I don't think you could get these anymore. So what I actually put inside the box is the fragrance flower. I put it in the little, I guess, container that comes in the little box. And I put the instructions as well, just so they know, how to use the fragrance flower. And then some of them I did add the hand lotion. Some of them has the travel twist, and also some of them has the room sprays. And I also add these right here so they could put the flower on top. And then I just put like cotton on the bottom, So these are the ones that I made last year, and they actually people were really impressed. They really loved them. I did sell like quite a few. So I was like, you know what? And I have this already, so why not just use them again? And that's what I did. So I did different scents. This one is a fluffy fleece, and then I have the circle as well. Another thing that I did that I actually had as well, and I think I bought these at Target as well, and I bought them for Mother's Day when we had the Mother's Day collection. So I bought this little wood basket, I guess you could call it. And this is from the Dollar Tree. I just glued it with the glue gun. And basically it's the same thing. So it's this one has a travel twist. I put my information in the back, the fragrance flower, the instructions, circle. So I had everything. Made quite a few of those different scents. I also, what I did, I got these actually this year from Target as well. They're only $3. It has a candy cane from the Dollar Tree. This one, I added a circle as well. And so what I did was I actually got the melody one, the bath melody, I think it was. So you know that you get like 5 different things. So I actually got it with my host rewards. I basically got it for free. So what I did, I had a hand soap, a circle, a shower gel, and then I just stuffed it with paper and just put everything in here. So I did quite a few of those. I also did from the new one, from the new scent. This one is the Scarlet Sunflower. So I got those from when they came out with my host rewards. And basically that's what I did. So I'll be selling these like for 20 bucks. These right here, I would sell them for 30. So I'm trying to give them a little discount as well because I know it's the holidays and everyone's trying to buy a gift for everyone. And then I also did these also, hand soap, a lotion, and just in a circle on the back. So these I would just sell them for 15. And also this 10. I had it last year as well from the Dollar Tree. So this one has a hand soap, a lotion. So I try to do a little bit of everything. I do have one that is with a pot and then the fan inside. And so this one is just more like a plain one. If you're there, I guess this is more masculine, I would say. So this one is the Clean Breeze Circle, a room spray, a travel twist, and I just had these also from the Dollar Tree, I believe, from last year. So basically everything I already had. So I didn't have to go and waste my money or just waste money that I didn't have. So I just try to work what I have. And then also what I'm planning to do is give a little flyer for the fragrance flowers. Julie was talking about how they could color them, and it gives them all the information. Like they could keep it as or you can see it, but it's like just plain, or it tells them what they need and then how to color it. So I could just fold it in half, put it in one of the like the little baskets, and then they could see it. And so yeah, that's my I guess my gift baskets. I did offer them today. Oh, I actually have the mini warmers as well with the 3 bars. So I have the gnome, the lights, and the Santa Claus. And I think I already sold one of them. Everyone loves the gnome. So I think let's see who wants to pay more. They're just like, no. But yeah, they know that I do Scentsy. Even my boss, she's like, oh my God. Actually, it's so funny because my boss was telling me today that she had bought cleaning products, and then she's like, oh my God, I was cleaning her cabinet, and she's like, oh my God, I just sprayed it like once and it came off right away. She's like, I love the cleaning products. I love it, love it, love it. And then my other teammate as well, she's like, you got me hooked. She's like, that's all I use now. She's like, yeah, good. So yeah, she bought me another bundle that I made. So yeah, that is just what I did for the holidays. And I just try not to spend that much, which sometimes it's hard. I get it. I want to get everything. But yeah, that is my bundles that I'm doing. Like I said, they know I think for me, what works more is stuff that it's already made. Because I noticed that every time I do bundles, I have done cleaning bundles back in April. I sold like, oh my God, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And then also when I did the Halloween buckets, and it's so funny because I was not planning to do it, like seriously. And it's so funny because every time that I think I'm not gonna sell anything, not, it sells. It's like, oh my God. So yeah, for the Halloween buckets, I think I sold like almost 30. And then the West box, I do sell quite a few as well whenever I promote it, when I think it's a good box. People, they want to know that I think people needs to see that you're actually using the product and then you're loving the product. Because if you just go online and just promote it and be like, oh yeah, I'm selling this, but they don't see you using it, they won't buy it. They need for you they need for you, I can't even say it. They need you so you could be using it, and then they'll be like, okay, well, he does use the product. He loves it. I have another customer that she's my top customer. And it's funny because she actually reached out to me through a referral from a friend. She loves Disney. She's in the Army. She lives close by. And what I did, I also did the Yumi Who. And she actually told me, she's like, hey, have you heard of this? I'm like, yeah, I heard of it. And then she's like, she's always buying stuff for me, and I love it. She actually signed up for Scentsy Club. And I gave her some samples as well. And then she's like, you should do that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I did. I put all the stuff that I had. I sent it to her. And then right away, she messaged me. She's like, oh my God, I need to try this one. Or sometimes she sees my video. And then she's like, oh, like the last one I did, it was from the garden collection. And she's like, oh my God, I want to smell those. I really want to see how they smell. And then she loved them. She's like, okay. And I told her, like, whenever you need more, just let me know. I always get them through my Scentsy Club. I'm not gonna use them like right away. So she's like, okay, fine. So, but yeah, she's my #1 customer, and I'm so happy to have her. But so yeah, she just loves Scentsy. And so yeah, I think that is, I don't know if anyone has questions.
Yes, before, if anybody has questions, put them in the chat, but I did want to point out a couple of things that I liked that you had mentioned. I mean, there's a lot between you and Julie, so I'm just so proud of both of you. Anyways, one of the questions that I think that most people have when it comes to bundling or doing these types of items that you make ahead of time, are you doing pre-orders for any of your stuff? Was my first question. Second of all, the product that you were using that you already have in stock, are you doing, I only like one-on-one text saying like, I only have one of these, do you want, are you interested in this? Or how are you wording it to get your sales and your pre-orders?
So the stuff that I have now, I actually message my customers, or if people will be like, hey, I need something for the holidays, or so then I message them what I have. Or if people that purchased last year that they are looking for something. So basically what I do, I just message them and say, hey, I'm doing Christmas bundles. I know that you purchased from me last year. So I'm just letting you know that I do have stuff available, and then I send them the pictures of what I have now. And then that way they could see, and they'll be like, okay, well, I want this one, or I want that one. Actually, yes, last night I was actually working on these, and I didn't go to bed until like 1 in the morning because I was like, oh my God, I need to get this done. So I messaged one of my customers, and then I was sending her pictures, and she's like, oh my God, I want that. And she's like, no, I don't know what I want. But yeah, I usually just stuff like this, like for the Halloween ones, I had to do like pre-orders. I couldn't get like just buy a whole bunch and what about it didn't sell. So, but the pictures that I think you provided the pictures in their group, I just actually messaged them, and then right away, like, oh my God, I want this one. I want 2, I want 3, I want 4. Like, it was just crazy. But stuff like for now that I have in hand, I message them and send them the pictures. And right away, that way I know what they want. If they tell me, okay, I want that one, then I won't show it to the other person. But that's how I do my pre-orders at work. At the same, I just email, my coworkers, and they already know that I sell it. So, and I usually tell them like in advance. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be starting to do Christmas bundles. If you're interested, let me know. And just get the word around, you know, that's basically how I do it.
I love that. So I'm super excited that, let me see if I'm able to add her speaker gallery. So I'm super excited that you, Julie, and Miguel were able to come on and share how your bundling works and show some of the stuff, how you put it together. And I was even more happy that you guys talked about using host rewards to get your stuff free and half off, because then you're profiting even more and you're able to do more with your baskets or your gift sets at a discounted rate. If you want, like Miguel had mentioned, you're able to give a little bit of a discount, which is going to prompt them to want to buy more, and it's not costing you and it's not coming out of your pocket. So I love that you both mentioned the host rewards, because that's super important to be able to know how to use your host rewards, especially if you're new in the business. We get so excited that we want to buy everything, and we should treat ourselves, absolutely. But if you are trying to invest in your business or trying to make this a business for yourself, I do suggest what Miguel and Julie had mentioned about leaving those host rewards open to purchase stuff for stuff like this. For example, we have what's coming up. We have Valentine's Day. We have New Year's bundles that we can make. We have St. Patrick's Day. We have Easter. Like all of those things will you can capitalize on if you have that host cart that you're ready to get some extra rewards with. Miguel and Julie, do you have anything that you want to close out with?
Pointing out what Miguel just talked about, the You and Me. If you guys have not signed up for that, if you have on-hand stuff, that is so worth signing up for it. I've had it for a while. I just took from Rihanna doing hers earlier. She posted about how she just put it up and got sales. I just posted mine today and I got over 6 sales already. And that's just on-hand stuff. So just to have that, I did not list any of my bars because 1, I have a lot, but 2, they asked for bars. I told them, why don't you come on by, especially those that are local. So I got 3 people out of those 6 customers coming by Friday to check out what I have, you know, and it's so worth doing the inventory. It's the You and Me. It's the easiest thing. All you have to do is make sure you pick US catalog, and you just enter what you have and it pops it up with the price. You have nothing to worry about. You just have to click how many you have of it and it sorts it out. With mine, I have mine in categories. So I have warmers, I have buddies, I have, you know, I just listed down so that way I could ask them, well, what is it you're searching for? And I could just send them the link just for that. And then I have one that has all of it in it if they want to see everything, you know, so it's worth having it. You could do the free option or you could do the subscription that they have. I want to say it's no more than $10, right? So, and that's monthly, and you can leave it up there for as long as you want. But I highly recommend, if you have inventory on hand and you don't know how to push it out there and stay in compliance, that's the best thing for you guys to do, is to do a You and Me. It takes all the grunt work out of it, and you just share that link with people one-on-one. Don't put it on Facebook or in your VIP page. You just tell them, hey, do you want the link? And you send it to them. So that way you're still within compliance. The other thing too with vendor events, make sure you don't have to have a huge inventory to do a vendor event. You could have the little bit of what you have, even if it's just a starter kit, you could take that with you and just make sure that you have your information on every single piece of product that you are promoting or that you're giving out, especially with your samples. Make sure your information is on it. Even if you're putting like 3 or 4 samples in there, stick your information on it, because you never know what they're gonna like and what they keep and say, oh wait, I want more of this, you know. So that's my best advice to give to you. Step out of your comfort zone, you know, and just do that. If you don't do a vendor event, do a pop-up in front of your house if you're able to. I do them on the days that they are allowed to do yard sales in my city. So those are the days that I do it, so I don't get in trouble with the city or anything like that. by me doing that, my neighbor across the street, she's my best customer, especially when it comes to Disney, because she comes over here and she will spend close to anywhere between $300 to $500 on anything Disney that I have. And she'll hit me up, text message me, and I always text her back with, hey, this is what's coming out with new with Disney. Like right now, we don't have the warmer of the month for next month, but we have pictures. I already sent that to her. She's already put in for 3 orders. So I got 3 pre-orders for next month. So just promote yourself, keep on promoting yourself, keep on reaching out to people. You get a no this month, it might be a no next month. It might be yes next month, or it might be another no, but just keep on promoting it, keep on asking, especially if you get someone who like me, I never thought of having a team. I always thought I'm just gonna do this for myself. I did Rihanna's training, the one-on-one that she did with a bunch of us, and I was able to get a new teamie thanks to doing her training and doing everything she's giving us. I cannot stress how much I appreciate what Rihanna does. I hope all of you guys appreciate what she does, because if you do exactly what she does, you're going to be able to be successful in your business, and reach out to her if you guys need help, because she's there for us. And all I can say is I just love working with you, Rihanna. I love my sponsor. I love everybody in my team. Videos are so worth it. And thank you for having me on here, especially with Miguel, because I love watching Miguel's videos. I think he's awesome. I love his personality. You got this, Miguel. You did awesome. And that's all
Oh, I love that. And what Julie's talking about, if you haven't seen it, I do have the training available for Yumi Who on my YouTube page. So once I link this, if you want to go, because we're going to have the replay for this after, you can go on there and scroll, and there is a training from start to finish how to set up your Yumi Who. And it's free unless you choose the paid version. Miguel, do you have anything you want to close out with?
I just want to say that just follow up with your customers, especially the customers that love the product, that have purchased from you, like any gifts, bundles. Just reach out to them and say, hey, I have this stuff available now. I noticed that you haven't purchased anything from me in maybe the past month or two. That's what I did also a couple of months ago. I reached out to a customer that hadn't purchased I guess like 2-3 months, and he even ordered a with box and other products. But I always encourage them, what I have available, and if they have any questions, they could reach out to me. So that's the best thing you could do. Just reach out. They might say no, or they might say yes, or they might order random ad from your website, because they go into your Instagram and then just click the website, and then they order. So yeah, I would just encourage you to reach out and let them know that you're doing Christmas bundles, if they need like last minute gifts, and you never know. So that's just like a good tip.
Well, thank you, Julie, again, for your sweet words. They mean a lot. And Miguel, thank you for your training. Julie, thank you for your training. You guys brought a lot of ideas and insight. Go live, like Miguel was talking about. Go use Yumi Who, do all the bundles, get them out there. Miguel and Julie, you guys did amazing tonight, and I'm so proud of you guys for stepping out and for saying yes to the challenge. I know it wasn't easy. You guys are a little nervous, but you freaking rocked it. So I'm so proud of you guys. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to Miguel and Julie. They're very helpful. Matter of fact, Miguel was our Tuesday spotlight today, and he's just willing to help so many people, and so is Julie. So make sure if you guys have any questions, reach out to them, friend request them on Facebook or Instagram, and they're great to partner up with. I'm super proud of you guys, and I'm proud of you guys for those who tuned in tonight, and we will talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.